I'm back. Welcome back.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the All Factz, No Cap, Weed and Hip Hop podcast. I'm your host, Weedhead Ted, and this is your co-host,
Sherm Stick.
and we back. We took a little small hiatus just for a little bit, getting some things situated, and plus we had a lot of little tours, little shows and stuff going on. But in between that time, like each week, I kind of spoke on different subjects, and we're gonna try to bring them up today since this is our first day back here. You want to start off?
Live at the spot.
Live at the spot. So
We're going to touch on a lot of different categories.
yeah,
We ain't really got one category to base on. But we're going to try to kind of freestyle it.
yeah, a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? So, what you want?
No, you said you had something first. You know what I mean? I always got a lot of different
Oh.
stuff, but
The main thing I want to discuss is the difference between what's going on today in different situations and how it used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like, the freedom and the decisions that younger folks are making these days. Want to be on the show too, man. Let me clear that up.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
The freedom and the decisions that the young folks are making, as in saying maybe you saying like a lot of the decisions younger kids making, they're actually too young to be able to be making these decisions.
You're making these decisions, you know what I'm saying?
And I get that.
Because you look at it as, like Toe was saying earlier today, before we even took off, Toe was saying earlier, he was like, these kids these days, they'll tell you quick, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care what happens with my actions. But after you do the deed or whatnot, now you sit back saying, oh, I really didn't want to make that decision and stuff like that. Yeah, you feel me?
See, you know why? Because you gotta understand, like, it's hard, but it's fair, right? So I'm gonna say it, because I like to just keep it 100. And that's what this whole thing is about. All facts, no cap, man. And the whole is the manipulation. A lot of these young kids, it's groomed into them to where your parents really can't do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? But talk,
Yeah,
really,
right.
But talk. Because especially when it's gonna be the responsibility for chastising a child when he starts doing those type of things is gonna be pushed off to the male. And most times the male is gonna be a convicted felon.
More
You get what I'm saying? And if he's really is trying to be there, that's a hindrance. He can't chastise that child, whether you want to believe it or not, without him going back to jail. So now all of that has been took out of his hand. And it ain't no coincidence why it's all, by design. You get what I'm saying?
You got to.
But then the mother, she can, she gonna get away with it either way it goes. She can swing on them and holler and scream at them, but she can't do but so much.
Not really.
Yeah,
These days, the way the laws is these days, man, you better not even scream at a child in the public. And somebody gonna record it and they gonna call that mental abuse. Or
That's crazy, man.
psychological abuse. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And then they'll say that you ain't doing what you're supposed to do.
You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing.
But man,
so you kind of pretty much in the catch 22.
And then and on the flip side, you got a lot of kids like, you know how that goes when the mother and the daddy break up. That's just it's been going on forever. You know what I'm saying? And then it get one-sided. Basically, everything took away from the father anyway. Only thing he turned into is the money man. You know what I'm saying?
But
Pretty much. You know, they'll hear what you say. They'll hear what you say a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No, you know, but don't mess around and you had any kind of time where you was gone and they was young and don't know why you was gone. The only thing they gonna know is that one side of that story.
Exactly.
And that story gonna be put together to make that person look good.
yeah.
You know?
Okay. See, you got the laws back when we was growing up, and you got the laws today. All right. The difference between when we was growing up, it wasn't no problem for your mama to go outside in front of everybody and get a switch off the damn tree and come back and tear your ass up.
They used to make us go get them
Exactly.
motherfuckers.
You know what I'm saying?
I go get my own switches.
But now,
I started bumping on that shit kind of early though, man. You crazy.
I'm
I
saying,
ain't
but
gonna do that.
see, now the laws today,
You gonna get it.
the laws today, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you understand, now you get an understanding of how different the kids are from when we was growing up to how they are now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have, like you say, they can pull that police car.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
you put your hands on me, I'm gonna call the police.
Oh, yeah.
Now
That's
that's
going
giving
down.
That's giving the child. Thank you. That's giving the child.
Y'all come on down here and get some of this food.
Yeah, y'all come on down here and get some of this food down here. Toast
Show
swing.
what you got. Show what you got.
Man, I'm not, man, they ain't gonna get mine.
They ain't gotta get there. You gonna show the camera what they got. What they got going on.
I got the fried fish.
Oh yeah.
I got the fried fish, the cheese eggs, the cheese grits.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Live at the spot.
Might fuck him up on camera. But I don't want to start now. But like I say, you got it's giving these kids these days a free will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get a grip on your child because you can't discipline your child the way you want to discipline.
The way they need to be disciplined.
Well, yeah, the way they need to
because
be disciplined.
every child is different. Every child don't need a spanking.
Yeah.
Some kids you can really just talk to.
Yeah, you
Some
know what I'm
of them you can scream at and that
And it's gonna
break
scare the
them
shit
all
out
the
of
way
them.
down.
It's gonna
You
scare
know,
the shit out of them.
but there's some of them where you got to lay them hands on. You got to bless that behind.
But you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
I ain't say
these
go
days-
overboard and kill them and all of that
These
type of
days
stuff.
you can't.
But that's why the laws
can't
got
do
to that.
Yeah.
The
You know what I'm
laws
saying?
got to
Because
that.
the law
because
says,
of
I'm gonna give you the law. The law says there's no such thing as corporal punishment. Meaning you can spank your child, you can whoop your child, as long as you don't leave a mark on your child that's gonna be longer than 24 hours. Last longer than 24 hours. In other words, you can't touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit don't happen.
Because that's how often. Look at these kids these days. How often you can spank a child and not leave a mark on them? You know what I'm saying? Or something.
It
You can
ain't even
discipline
no
a child. You
spanking.
can-
Because listen, when I was little, my whoopings was violent. And they was violent because I was not sitting still.
Yeah.
You know, but I remember also when I was, some of the kids I grew up with, they had to lay over the toilet. That shit, I ain't trying to cuss, but that never would have happened to me. We finna fight in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You talking about whooping my ass?
Oh
I
man,
ain't
look who
finna,
popped up.
I mean, I ain't finna swing
Just in
back.
time.
I ain't finna swing back or nothing like that. I'm
Now,
talking
shit,
about.
these days you got
I'm
kids.
talking about like,
you got
but you
kids
finna
swinging
have
back
to
at their
catch me, and I'm finna be ducking and dodging and weaving and knocking out the way off all that shit. You fuck around that fall, I'm gonna kick up in the air. Huh? Yeah.
These days, these kids fighting their parents back,
Oh, it's
swinging on their parents. You know what I'm saying? And then calling the police.
Yeah.
The fuck you just hit your damn mama for, and then you gonna call the police? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Put his ass in jail too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker don't come back here.
But you can't do that.
Oh,
You can't do that. You can't put your child out.
I can put him in the system. He fuck around and hit me too many times. We ain't got. He ain't going in the system.
They too many
It's
times,
all-
but them
yeah.
motherfuckers ain't got one
It's
time.
all-
hit
it's all
me,
kind of,
but- And I ain't talking about no system. It's gonna be a system.
He done beat the
A
brakes
system
on
where
him.
your ass decompose. It's breaking down, motherfucker.
You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man.
Nah,
You
my
know what I'm
kids
saying?
do.
My boys,
I just a give them a
my
ride.
boys,
for
my
that
see,
shit. Get
my
like
boys
that.
will get stricter punishments than my girls will. Because sometimes all I gotta do is raise my voice at one of my girls at one point in time, Now then they got so grown to where I can't even do that no more.
Nah, the girls take advantage of that. They don't give a damn.
Yeah,
Girls,
I can't even do that no more. I can't raise my voice out. Hey, you gonna do this, they gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Nigga, who you think you talking to? You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, people change as you go. You just got to start recognizing, like a lot of kids is good. It's hard to understand some of them though when you wasn't there, and because they're gonna take on more of the attributes of the one that's around them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or in the case with boys, if just say if the father was absent during the boy man, and you know you have the females be, you know, taking
in their head
that they the daddy too. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Like
It ain't
as
nowhere
far as who that boy gonna look up to as a man, maybe he got a bigger brother or uncle, or somebody out there in the street. But he gonna take on a lot of different people. I'm telling you.
But listen,
He gonna take on a lot of different people
There
in order
is
to
no
make
way.
it through life. That's what he gonna do.
but there is no way.
Yeah. Because you know why? Because I know I did that. I took certain things from certain people.
There is no way that, like when I was growing up, my mother used to say, I'm your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie, I'm everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom really took that role. Now, I'm not saying my father was absent. My father was absent. That was just saying she was saying. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I knew what she meant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, a mother cannot be also a father because there's certain things that a father or a man.
It's certain things
teach
that a
a
child
child.
gonna look up into a man for a period that a woman just don't have. And the same thing is vice versa.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Like a lot of those social things that go on with single parents when you a single parent, right? Now it's more easier for, I think, a female to, because she already supply a lot of that anyway, of what a male gonna supply to a child. You get what I'm saying? Besides the teaching really how to go out into the world and be a man.
Nah.
You get what I'm saying? Cause a female gonna really look into the role of a man, that this is what they taught in school.